EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brought down at the 28.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. From midfield, here's Allen. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
We got three, fellas, we got 3. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Colts' 12-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
He was brought down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up fourth.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And Lambeau will put this one through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Yeah, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. On 3rd and 2. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a 1st down. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the 1st down there, help them relax a little bit.
Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
On the tackle.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Open man is Trey Burton. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 38-yard line. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, here's Brissett. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he'll let this one go deep for... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. And that one results in 35 yards.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's first and 10 from the 45. From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to go deep for Conley. And this one is incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now Allen again. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
5 yards. It's 4th down and less than a yard.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. And we'll see what transpires as they're up against a 4th and inches. Doug Marrone has made the call. His guys are going for it. They'll try and run the option. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. It's a gain of 4 that time, and it's good enough for a Jacksonville first. Play action. Now it's Allen. Flush to his right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Nice job there on the tackle, keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. Operating from the gun, Allen. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Field goal, a 44-yard attempt.
The kick by Lambeau is good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission. That's their challenge. And you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now. Win the game.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Third down.
And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now. Gun, Brissett. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Complete.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Lets it go for Nelson. That's going to be caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Looking to run with Mack. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Going jet sweep. Here's Campbell. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Colts have tied things up. They can take the lead with the extra point.
Makes the score.
Extra point splits the uprights. And they take the lead here at 7-6. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Darius Leonard in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. On play action, Allen escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
We dominate today.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now fourth down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And the Jaguars send out their punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Taylor. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Rolling to his right. This one into the hands of Burton. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Eluding the pressure right. He completes this one to Mack. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Pass incomplete. Out of the end zone. It's 3rd down. And 1 yard to go.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They go play action with Brissett. Flushed out right. And he's got his man Hilton. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll throw again. Brissett, flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd and goal. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Brissett now. He's got Burton here. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Taylor. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Brissett. Caught left side by Hilton.
Brissett's pass.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Taylor. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He was brought
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Fullback try and push the pile. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
2 yards.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. To throw, Brissett. He'll buy some time right. Connecting with Burton here over the middle. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11 at the 41. Play fake, Brissett. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And the 11.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Here's Brissett. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
To trade, Burt.
63 yards received. For him now, and that last catch good enough for a 1st down.
1st down.
Here's Mack. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Again to the fullback on the dive. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll bring up a third down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
First down, Colts.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
2nd down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. His first carry, and he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter play. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the fourth. The Colts on third down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Blankenship's kick is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense.
He's got a man, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 32 that time.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Craig. That catch good for only a couple. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. From the gun, Allen. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Allen to throw once more. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
On 4th down, here's the option. Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Allen now on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Allen off the play fake. Looking for the end zone. This is caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Jaguar.
Chris Conley, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game, 13 all.
All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now a carry from Mack, and he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to small up the ball carrier.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. From the gun, here's Brissett. He's got his tight end, Burton. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Indianapolis.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. He dumps this off to Mack, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go. Let's go.
Now a run with Mack. And he's taken down inside the 30. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 27-yard line.
The give to Taylor. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. This is Hines. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down. Rodrigo Blankenship with an important one. This to take the lead here in the final minute.
A 35-yard attempt.
And they're not going to get the kick off in time. That's going to set them back 5 yards. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Blankenship's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw. Allen. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 24 yards to gain there. Another first down as well.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
A short kick taken at the 18. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Rodgers on the return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive, except for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets double, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake, here's Brissett. They'll roll him out right. Over the middle, complete. That's Burton. There he goes left side. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Indianapolis, it's an 11th win of the year as they'll finish the regular season at 11-5. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, we'll have to see what happens as they're going to finish the year 10-6. And as division champs, they will host a playoff game next week in the wild card round. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin.